Hey everyone, this is Peter Estes of Valley CAD, and this is another Tech Tip Tuesdays. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how you can correct your new SOLIDWORKS installation with the diameter symbol callout issue. There are times when you install SOLIDWORKS on top of an existing seat of SOLIDWORKS, and when you put in a diameter dimension, you'll get the MOD-DIAM callout instead of the actual diameter symbol. So I'm going to show you guys how you can go into your system options and how to make sure SOLIDWORKS looks to the correct location so that it will call out the diameter symbol properly instead of giving you the text. So as we look in SOLIDWORKS here, what I'm talking about is when you come in and let's say we make a new sketch and draw in a circle, and I want to place in my dimension for it. You'll see here on my diameter dimension that SOLIDWORKS is calling out MOD-DIAM, and unfortunately what's happening here is that my SOLIDWORKS 28 installation right now is either looking to the wrong location or my gtol.sym file is corrupt. And so there's several ways that we can fix it. What I'm going to show you guys today is how you can go in and make sure SOLIDWORKS is looking to the correct location that houses the GTOL file that's needed. All right, so let's go ahead and make this dimension so it's 3.5 inches, and let's get out of the sketch. So where do we need to go for our system options? Well, where we need to go is up to the top and center. You'll see this little sprocket. Go ahead and click on that, and on there they'll bring you up to your system options. On your options window, you'll see system options and document properties. If you're not sure what the difference is between those, system options controls all of SOLIDWORKS. Document properties only controls the given file that's open. So whatever changes I do on here will only affect my file called part 2. Okay? So coming back under my system options, I want to go to file locations. File locations is where SOLIDWORKS looks to give you your templates, to give you your GTO file, like what we're going to be working on today, and every other file that SOLIDWORKS might need to reference so that it can run properly. So looking at this, I'm going to scroll to the very bottom, and I want to go to my symbol library file. So looking at this, SOLIDWORKS is saying, hey, I'm looking to your C drive, program data, SOLIDWORKS 2016, Lang and English. Well, I'm in SOLIDWORKS 2018. So this must be a scenario where SOLIDWORKS is unfortunately looking to an older installation of SOLIDWORKS. And this happens more often than not where you are installing SOLIDWORKS on top of an older version of SOLIDWORKS, and when that happens, SOLIDWORKS is supposed to remove all the old data. And actually, you as the operator should go in and uninstall the old version of SOLIDWORKS and wipe out everything on it, the DLLs, everything, and it's called a clean uninstall. Not many of us know how to do that, and so sometimes we just say, all right, SOLIDWORKS says to install, and remove the old version in the installation manager and just plop in this new one. So many times when you do that, these sort of things do happen. Or if you have multiple versions of SOLIDWORKS on your computer, this can happen as well. So what we need to do is actually come in and either remove this, so I could select and push delete, or you could do this new function called edit all. And edit all was introduced of SOLIDWORKS 2017. And so when we first came into our file locations, you had the symbol library file, or right up here where it says document properties, currently it says symbol library file. As I clicked on that drop down, you had a whole list of options to go after. Well, this is all of those options listed in one window for you. This is extremely helpful for if you want to go in and find certain files or file locations that need to be updated. So right now, if I go under my symbol library file, as we read earlier, SOLIDWORKS is looking to SOLIDWORKS 2016. I have other folder locations that are calling out 2018. I have some that actually still call out 2017 as well. See how it says SOLIDWORKS 2017 here, sustainability. So I need to go in and I need to fix that. Now, there are several ways that we can go about this, but you know what? SOLIDWORKS 2016, that version of SOLIDWORKS, that worked just fine for the MOD-DIAM issue. So I wonder why it's not working in 2018. Well, ultimately, you need to make sure that your 2018 installation is looking to 2018 folders. And if you're on 17, 17 needs to look to 17 folders. It's a very good practice to have. But let's look at this 2016 location. So under symbol file, library file, it says 2016 is having the issue. So I'm going to copy this, do a Control C on that, and let's bring up our Windows Explorer. And on here, let's go back to OSC, and the very first folder that we need to look to is Program Data. I'm going to move this down so we can see it a little bit easier. So we need to look to Program Data. Some of you might not have what's known as your hidden items visible. So what we need to do is across the top ribbons here, you have Home, Share, and View. You need to go to View, and you need to make sure that hidden items is checked. If you have it unchecked, this is how your Windows Explorer will look. You'll see that program data is not there at all because it's typically a hidden item. Okay, so from there, let's go into program data. And under program data, we need to locate SOLIDWORKS, which is going to be right here. From SOLIDWORKS, we need to now go to SOLIDWORKS 2016. From SOLIDWORKS 2016, we need to go to Lang. And then from Lang, we need to go to English. So as we look on this folder, there should be what's known as a gtol.sym file in here. It is not in here though, and that's why SOLIDWORKS is having an issue with this. If the gtol file was still in here, it will work just fine. Let's go ahead and let's go back to my SOLIDWORKS folder. And what I want to do is go to SOLIDWORKS 2018. And from there, go to Lang, English, and you'll see right here, hey, this one has my gtol.sym file. So my 2016 one, it got lost somehow. And sometimes when you install SOLIDWORKS, your gtol file might be corrupt. It happens many times. There's so many antivirus softwares that are out there or blockers that Windows 10 or Windows 7 might have, to where your gtol file might be installed, but it might be corrupt or it might not get installed at all. Not to worry, you can contact your VAR, you can even contact me here at ValleyCAD. I'm happy to email you the gtol.sym file. Or if you have other installations of SOLIDWORKS, fellow coworkers, and their installation worked just fine, you can tap them on the shoulder and say, hey, can I get that gtol file from you? And then you could show them this video and say, hey, look in this location. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that our SOLIDWORKS 2018 installation is not looking to this 2016 location. We can go ahead and minimize this for a minute. Now, what's really cool about this Edit All File Locations window is you'll see in the bottom left corner, SOLIDWORKS has this Find and Replace function. What this is really useful for is the very issue that we're in right now. Unfortunately, my 2018 is not looking just at 2018 folders. It's also looking at 2017 and 2016. What Find and Replace will do is if I click on this and I'll say, I want you to find every set of text that says 2016 and I want you to replace it with 2018. And I say replace all on that. Everywhere that said 2016 got replaced with 2018. And I can do that again for 2017. Say replace that with 2018. So everything that turned green is the folder locations that got updated. So this is a quick process that SOLIDWORKS allows for you to go in and say, oh shoot, my SOLIDWORKS installation is looking at old folder locations. It's not going to function as I wish it will. So I'm going to update it and say to look to the current version. After that is done, I'm going to simply click Save and then click OK. And I'll say yes to that. And Windows 10 is going to continually pop up saying, hey, are you sure you want to make this sort of change on your system? You just simply say OK on that. From there, I'll click on Sketch 1, and you'll see that my diameter dimension now shows the diameter symbol instead of MOD-DIAM. So I hope this helps you out. This is a fairly common issue that pops up within SolidWorks. It's not a hard fix. As you get familiar with this, you can get this fixed in 30 seconds to a minute, actually. So if you guys have further questions on possible future tech blogs, or if you have questions within SolidWorks or engineering needs, feel free to shoot an email to me directly. You can email me. It's peter.estes@valleycad.com. Be sure to like and subscribe to us here on YouTube. You can also follow us on Twitch. We do live streaming of certain tech tips, as well as some certain projects that we might be designing. So be sure to follow us on there. We are at ValleyCAD on there. Also like us on Facebook and follow us on there as well. We post promos on there and whatnot. And also hop onto our website, log on to our blog. Be sure to subscribe to that as well. Once again, if you guys have any questions with SolidWorks, if you're having issues with it, contact your VAR. But also, if you want to contact us directly here, I'm always happy to answer questions regarding SolidWorks. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, was able to fix your issues if you had any with this MOD-DIAM complaint that I've had multiple times. So have a great rest of the day, and always make sure you learn something new.